You know, it's going to be a great Friday when you have one of Hollywood's most talented and beautiful actresses on your morning show. Uma Thurman is going to give us some insight this morning into the dramatic new film she stars in. It's called The Life Before Her Eyes, and there she is. Good morning, Uma. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning, Sandra. I wish I was in San Diego.
Oh, where are you? Are you in New York right now?
I'm in New York, but I wish I lived in San Diego.
You know what? It is, well, thank you for saying that. They call it America's finest city, and I wake up every morning thrilled to be here. It is thrilling to see you. Congratulations on your latest project. It's a kind of a dark movie, isn't it? And you play kind of a tragic role.
I play a woman who's recovering from a lot of things, or finding how hard it is to recover. And sometimes it just doesn't seem to happen. I play a woman who's, an adult character who's remembering, and the other half of the film shows her very troubled youth, where, with all the common problems of a teen woman coming of age, the difficulty of developing fast and early sexuality and how it alienates you from your parents and your peers, and yet life is coming at you so fast, and you want to be a grown-up. When's the right time, and why do people criticize you for what you can't help? That's her younger life. And then on top of it, this film touches upon a very powerful and devastating phenomenon that we're dealing with in our country, which is teen violence and, kids with guns, and terrible tragedies experienced by these characters that you get to know and love, of a high school massacre from another student. So my character is the one who's remembering this and trying to process it and find some sense of understanding of how to live a decent life. And my teen self is the one who goes through a lot of these hard things. Yeah, played beautifully by Evan Rachel Wood.
Right. It's getting great reviews, too. Now, you are the mother of two children. You took 4 years off from your career to raise them and to get them started. When you approach your craft now, is it different being a mother? Do you approach things differently, especially being a part of a film like this?
Well, I think that what's beautiful about being an actress is that what makes you hopefully an actress is that you're fascinated by people and by the human experience, and trying to communicate that and share that with the writers who write the material and the directors who help you interpret it and make these movies. So getting older, having families, learning, making mistakes, having problems, it just deepens your understanding of being on this planet, and I think brings you closer to so many people. And I find my work gets more and more interesting to me, because the characters I'm getting to play, like the character I play as a person in my life, it's just more complicated. It's more complex. Those sort of snap judgments you have as a younger person. You think you understand men, women, relationships, life, how to be on the right side of any issue, becomes much harder as an adult. And I love that the characters are becoming, for me, more challenging, more unfathomable. The social issues that are coming out sometimes are ones I'm truly fascinated with.
Well, you certainly have had an interesting career and an interesting selection of movies, from Pulp Fiction to Kill Bill. I read somewhere that you cannot watch any of the Lord of the Rings movies because you had turned down the role in that. I didn't realize that.
No, I love the Lord of the Rings movies, and I've seen them all with great pleasure. I didn't do the role in that movie, which is one of my very few regrets. But it was because I just had a child, and a year away from home, I just was too vulnerable as a young mother at that time to take on that beautiful challenge. But so I will always have that one that got away. But
you've got many more movies to be proud of. Before I let you go, they're telling me to wrap, but our trivia buff is our traffic guy here, Phil Konstantin, and he says that your grandmother was so beautiful that a statue of her has been erected in Sweden. Is that true?
She was sculpted by a famous sculptor in Sweden, I guess in the 30s.
Well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree because you are magnificent and very talented, too. Best of luck with the new movie, The Life Before Her Eyes. Is it out right now, Uma?
It's out today.
Very good. Opening day. Well, thank you so much for joining us here in sunny San Diego. It's, about 75 degrees the high is going to be today? What's it like in New York?
It's chilly.
Oh.
It's still too chilly. It's warm. We're getting there. Spring is magical. Spring is healing. They should have moved New Year's to April.
I'm with you. Enjoy and best of luck on the new movie.